Without frugality, none can be rich, and with it, very few would be poor. Samuel Johnson. There's a clear path to financial independence, fueled by a decisive step, commitment, sacrifice, and frugal habits. Number 10. Start an emergency fund. As a beginner, it's confusing to know when to start saving. You find yourself using all the money you have, which leaves you with nothing to save for the future. But the first step you should take towards financial independence is setting some money aside for an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a cash reserve set aside to cater to financial emergencies or unplanned expenses. You can decide how much you want to save from all your income streams towards emergency funding. Your goal is to have at least $1,000 in an emergency fund. While that amount can help you when you have an emergency, it's not enough to tide you over in case you lose your source of income. Financial experts advise you have at least a cash reserve equivalent to 6 months' worth of expenses to be comfortable while you look for a steady income. An emergency fund should be the first step you make towards financial freedom. So if you haven't started putting away some cash for an emergency, right now would be a good time as any. Number 9. Reuse what you have. A lot of people spend money on things such as paper towels, cleaning fabrics, jars, and other items. All these things don't cost a lot of money, but they add up with time, and before you know it, you have spent well into hundreds of dollars. Did you know that an average household spends $182 a year on paper towels? That's insane! You can cut up old t-shirts and use them to clean your countertops, wipe your hands, and do other cleaning duties. You can also use your peanut butter jars to store other things such as coffee, salt, or even a homemade piggy bank. This frugal habit of using what you have at home saves you money and the time it will take to run to the store to shop. Don't throw away your dryer sheets. They can help you clean your electronics and keep the dust away for longer because they reduce static cling. There is no shortage of things that you can reuse at home to save you money. Look around your house and see what you can use. And save it when you declutter your house. Number 8. Buy secondhand. You want to be the first person to put the SIM card in the phone, or cut the security tag on that pair of jeans. And while there's nothing wrong with that, the price tag of the new gadgets and clothes leaves a lot to be desired. Why spend $100 on a pair of jeans when you can get one in a thrift store at 10% of the amount? If you want to take the first step to financial independence, buying a second-hand car should be your go-to strategy. Instead of rushing to the dealership to drive off with your brand new Chevy Impala, the latest model of Chevy Impala sells at $31,600, while a used, older model can average at $15,700. That's almost half the price of the new one. And you can find a well-maintained used car that can serve you for a long time. Opting to buy new isn't always the best option if you're trying to make your first steps towards financial freedom. Of course, there are some things you cannot buy secondhand, such as tires, unless you want to have a flat in the middle of the freeway at odd hours. Number 7. Create a budget. Spending without a budget is a financial catastrophe because you find yourself buying things that you don't need or shouldn't make their way into your shopping cart. The problem with shopping without a budget is that you don't have a clue on the things that you need to prioritize, which causes you to spend money on items that don't mean anything and leave those that do. For example, let's say you go to the store for your monthly shopping, but because you don't have a budget list, you forget your clippers need a battery and fill your shopping cart with bags of chips. Chances are you would be going to work the following morning with a scruffy face because you thought you were too good to create a budget. Having a budget allows you to know the things that you need to buy and the amount you have to spend on your shopping. This helps you allocate money to different needs and prevents overspending, which helps you save money and gears you towards your first steps to financial independence. Number 6. Embrace DIY skills. There's nothing as accomplishing as finishing a project that you started yourself. It makes you proud to look at it, especially when you know that you saved a ton of cash by taking on the project yourself. Hiring a professional can cost you a fortune, which can put a gigantic hole in your wallet and prevent you from achieving financial independence. For example, if you're looking to build raised beds for your backyard garden, buying the material and paying for labor can cost you well into thousands of dollars. To save money and have a pretty garden in your backyard, you can buy secondhand materials and erect the raised beds yourself. It gives you a sense of achievement and helps you save a lot of dough, which is an achievement in itself. You can also work on your house, such as repairing a leaky roof, fixing the porch light, or mowing your lawn to save money. Also, when you do it yourself, you don't do a half-assed job, which means that the repairs that you do are gonna last you a long time before they need redoing. How about that? Number 5. Save before spending. Besides putting money aside for an emergency, saving money for your future is important if you want to achieve a semblance of financial independence. While not all of us can be millionaires at 35, you can start your saving journey now, and by the time you're 35, you would be in a better place financially than you are now. If you're a late bloomer in the saving department, you can start now and sacrifice a little bit more money for your future. You can allocate a certain percentage of your income towards saving and have it automatically transferred to your savings account. This prevents you from having to make financial decisions when it comes to saving, and it gives you no say whatsoever on how your money should be saved. This ensures that every time your paycheck comes in, you will pay yourself first before spending the rest. Saving before spending helps you budget for the rest of the amount, with the knowledge that you haven't misused all of your money. If you earn $6,000 a month, you can save $2,000 and budget for the remaining $4,000. In 1 year, you would save $24,000. It's not easy, and you have to sacrifice a lot and cut back on many things, but we promise you, the fruits would be worth it. Number 4. Get a side hustle. Did you know that all the wealthy people have more than one stream of income? Some even have as many as 7 income streams, and are as frugal as they come. For example, according to Investopedia, Elon Musk has 5 income streams that he terms his best. These include Tesla, PayPal Holdings Inc., The Boring Company, SpaceX, and DeepMind. We highly doubt he would be where he is if he was depending on just one source of income. If you want to take intentional steps toward financial freedom, you must think outside the box and see how you can supplement your income. You can do paint jobs, take up pool cleaning jobs, use your DIY skills to earn money, among others. You can start a blog on a niche you're passionate about, or start a YouTube channel. Other ways you can earn include selling digital products, affiliate marketing, or having online courses. Whatever you're good at, make it earn you money, and before you know it, you have a consistent income stream. Number 3. Make investing a priority. Investing is one way you can achieve financial freedom in a short time. As Warren Buffett said, investing isn't rocket science, but there is no easy button. It takes knowing the markets to know where to invest, and what to say no to. Doing your homework before you decide to invest can help you make a solid decision that works for you and your money. There are many ways you can invest, including buying dividend shares, reinvesting the dividends to earn you more money, stock trading, and high-yield accounts with compound interest. Investing allows you to save money for a long time and earn good interest in your money. The thing about investing is that the longer you invest, the more money you earn. It is therefore important to save the money that you're not using for an emergency, or money you know you're not going to want back after a few months. Number 2. Buy in-season foods. Groceries are expensive, and if you've ever bought out-of-season foods, you know that the prices can be triple. This is because the seller factors in the cost of labor and transit. By the time the groceries get to the nearest stores, there is a big price markup, which forces you to buy at exorbitant prices. But there's a solution to buy expensive groceries. Buy them when they're in season at a fraction of the price you would spend for out-of-season groceries. For example, cabbage, cauliflower, beans, and fruits such as strawberries, apples, and plums are September through October groceries and fruits. Taking advantage of in-season foods can help you save money and adopt a frugal habit of learning to love to eat foods you otherwise wouldn't. This helps you not feel the need to buy different out-of-season foods, which is a step towards financial freedom. Before we get into the number 1, make sure to check out the links in the description for our best recommendations to boost your savings. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more valuable content. Number 1. Minimize your fixed expenses. You might be wondering how it is you can minimize your fixed expenses, but it is possible if you make smart decisions and a few tweaks to your expenses. For example, you can relocate to a place where you're paying cheaper rent and using less gas to commute. You can also find a roommate, which can help you lower your rent and utility money. Also, you don't have to pay such a big premium on your insurance. You can cut back on services that you hardly ever require from your insurance company. Data collected in 2019 from AAA stated that it costs $9,282 to operate an average car. You can lower those premiums by shopping around for better offers, using less mileage, removing roadside assistance from your coverage, etc. You can also reduce energy consumption by making sure you have unplugged all your gadgets after use. Ensuring that all taps are closed prevents water wastage, which saves you money on fixed expenses. Those tasks sound trivial, but don't turn your nose up at them. They can save you a lot of money in the long run. Make sure to check out the next video. You're going to get a ton of value from this one. See you there.